This 2026 VCORE V8 98 is getting a full bed of RPM rough spin max 17 gauge at 51 pounds in fluorescent red.
Okay, so always start with the Y facing up when you are mounting the racket. Okay. Okay, so now let me do the string length measurements. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then I usually take from the middle all the way up to your tensioner. Okay. Leaving about a half millimeter gap so that when you are doing the loop and doing the next pull, it's not hitting the ground. I did 3 pulls already. I'm going to have this looped around the head. So typically I do 3, then 3, then 2, 2, 2, 2, like that, and the last one. So I'm switching to the other side now. So first remove the clamp. So I did 3 on this side. I'm doing the string loop on the head, and I'll come back to this after doing the 2 rings here. Okay, so something I forgot is it's better to hold the grommet here because it's brand new racket, so you're not sure if the grommet is installed, is loose or something like that. So it would have been better to hold the grommet on the side while pulling this. But I missed actually. So I did 2 here. I'm going to do 1 ahead and then do the other side too, then come back to this one. Do 1 ahead here. Come back to this later. We are skipping 1 grommet here, and you could clearly see there is a larger grommet here for the side. Now we'll skip 1 grommet at the head also. Move to the next one. And then skip 1 here. So this will be the last last main, which will do it later. Skip 1 grommet here. skip one here, move to the next, skip one here. So this is the last main. Okay, so this is the last main, so we are going to do a 15% knot. Just to make sure the count is right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So I put 15% knot. Okay, so 15% knot is done. I'm going to the previous main for the tie off. Since this is a relatively stiff string, you can use the starting clamp to push it without bending the string actually. Now what happens is, if you have a stiffer string, the slack is going to be higher here on the side initially. So I just pull it with the starting clamp a little bit in the direction of the knot. Okay. And then start the knot. I'm going to do a double half hitch. Okay, so while holding this, release the base and trim it off. So clearly there's a lot of string left. Probably when I do the next one, when I'm using the reel to measure the length, I was taking from the center all the way to the tensioner. Probably I can drop it from the throat all the way to the tensioner, which I need to test it, because you could save some string length. Okay, so let me do this side. Again, same deal, 15% knot function. Do the final pull, release. So here again, same thing, go to the previous main for the tie off. Okay, give a little pull towards the main string that you're going to be tying it off. And again, I'm going to do a double half hitch. Place the base. Okay. Okay, so the main is done. Okay. I'm going to measure the string length for the crosses. Again, outer to outer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, for this we are starting from the first cross. I always go above the main first. And make sure when you are starting above the main, you end up under the main. Okay, that's the only thing you have to be careful about. Going cross weaving. Now I need to set the starting clamp here. So, and the length enough for pulling tension. Okay, I have sufficient length here. Now let me pull the second starting clamp I have. To hold it in place. Okay. Now I'm going to cross wave on ahead and then start the pull. Again, I'm starting above the main. Above, under. It's highly textured string, so it's going to make a lot of noise as you are pulling it. Okay. So I'm going to do the first cross pull. Again, it doesn't matter whether it is the main or cross here, because I have both set at 51 pounds. As it's the same string, I'm not compensating for anything. So that's why I have the full bed at 51 pounds. And keeping this cross wave little lower, because as you're cross waving and pulling the tension, there's a tendency to bend the cross strings towards the throat. So in order to avoid it, so I usually keep it a little lower. So when it gets pulled, it comes more straight. So you don't need to do a lot of adjustment towards the end. At least that's the idea. You can see the string straightened as it pulled obviously. Okay, so this is the last cross of the throat. We are going to do a 15% knot. Okay, now I go to the previous cross for the tie off. Again, similar to what I did on the main, I just pull it to the direction that I'm going to tie the knot, which is across here. So no slack is left. Can release the base. Now we have left with only one cross, last one at the head. Okay, I forgot. I need to do the 15% knot. Okay, remove the starting line. So this one usually it is the 6H where you go the knot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just pulling the direction of the knot, which is this main string. Okay. Okay. Big. Okay. So let's check if all the strings are straight. Okay, that's good. Okay, so RPM rough 17 gauge at 51 pounds.